Hi, my name is John Hilton from Legal Brokers. This is a quick run through of our conveyancing quote system. If you head to legalbrokers.com/case management, put in your email address and password and select your user type. One comment to bear in mind is that you'll have a different login for your searches. So on case management, we'll provide a bespoke password for you. So your options here: order a residential search, website content, case management. If we work together on the website side of it, you'd be able to add in your own pages, remove pages, tweak them, work on your own SEO. Case management, that's a work in progress for us, but we'll touch on that a little bit later. And conveyancing quotes. So all you need to remember on this page is generate new quote. I'll talk about these a little bit after we've generated the quote. So here we go. So we'll put in my details. The correspondence address is optional. The purchase address is optional. We can output this information to existing case management systems via an API. So it's up to you as to whether you want to spin through this quickly and not put anything in, or whether you want to treat it as if it might become a case later on. If we work together on this, the likelihood is that we'll work together for free on the case management system, but that's your call. So I'll put in a set of numbers, decide who the introducer is likely to be. You might want to populate this with all your introducers so you've got their details on hand, and you can also, because you're triggering this, set a bespoke set of pricing for each introducer, whether you want to charge them more or less. All this relates to the admin section, and you can tweak the figures accordingly. And here, all the figures are editable. Now, this comes from the price settings section, but say each individual quote is editable, and it changes the VAT and the tally at the bottom. Preview and print quote, save only, calculate again, or send. With specific regard to send, this is the email that we've got in the back end, but it's all editable, and this is just what we've created as a test account, so you can have paragraphs after paragraphs. The parentheses there relate to the client's name, and again in the back end you can change that. Thank you for requesting a quote via then we do send. So again, you can tweak the content there. This is obviously if you wanted to run through it and generate a new quote. Head back to quotes. This is the quote that we just done: client name, email address, telephone number, purchase transaction. Your team can put any comments in here and use it as a notice board. And as I say, it will list who the introducers are that you're running the quotes through. Separate comment to that, as the source, you can also put the quotes calculator onto your introducers' websites if they're happy for that. So this is the standard format. We tweak the colors a little bit to represent the Pearson Ferrier gold there, but this same quotes calculator could sit on your website. And the logic would be that you would come into the office on a Monday morning and there might be 4 Pearson Ferrier quotes, there might be 5 XYZ agent quotes, but they're generating quotes that your guys can follow up if you so choose. And here we have a summary of what's happened. The quotes generated that month, year-to-date quotes, year-to-date accepts. I have an action folder. So this section is if someone accepted the quote from the email that's sent out, that confirms that the email has been sent as opposed to the one below it. And this is the action. So let's say we wanted to keep an eye on this particular chap. Then you would go into action, and anything that your team have decided is worth following up could go in that action folder. And if you wanted to review the quote, this is the information we put in a minute ago, I think. So that's where I tweaked the text before. That's the accept button. So if the client clicks accept, it triggers emails to yourself just to confirm the client wants to go ahead. Here we've got your details and we've got your logo. We've added the National Solicitor's logo because it needs to fire, the email needs to fire through our server. We also need to put in an unsubscribe link there, otherwise Google blocks the email. So I head to quotes, and that's where your summary of emails are. If you wanted to turn something into a case, and if you wanted to use this as a case management system, then you would start filling out the information here, and that would feed through to the admin section. Something I did earlier on today, I added a to-do item, which is there. And the site will allow you to send out various sets of emails and letters, and you can add notes, as I say, to-do items. You can mark a section as complete. With regards to introducers, say they can generate their own quotes, but if something did become a case, then the introducer could log in and get a summary version of where the file is up to. They don't get to do anything, but they get an overview of what's happening. In terms of tweaking the settings, so Content Manager would be if we were working with you on the website side of it in terms of generating new pages and content, etc. Conveyancing, if you click fees and disbursements, this is the standard text that goes out. We kept that light just because it's our test page. Here you can change your legal fees across the board, as well as the initial email that's gone out. The site will allow you to send a follow-up email, and in this situation we've triggered it for 240 hours, i.e. 10 days. So where's the effect of, thanks for requesting a quote, do you still want to go ahead, how can we help? These are all the additional fees, online tracking, ID check, storage fees. So that's that for fees and disbursements. View lenders here, link solicitors. Again, this is more the case management side of it. Introducers. So this is their link. If they wanted to generate quotes themselves, put their logo in, you can change the background color. You can amend the pricing structure for them. So offer them a keener price than on your website versus putting the price up over that. Again, case management, you can create your own steps. So these are individual steps. These are the templates that would go into the case management side of it. And here is that initial email that goes out. But as I say, you can tweak this and you can add in as much text as you want. And there's all these customized fields if you want to create different emails. And that, in a nutshell, is it. The key thing to remember is that you can put the quotes calculator on your introducer's website. You can have that on your own website, and it's literally a 2-minute job, less than that, to generate a quote. If you did work with us on the case management side of it, you can group your inquiries by source, you can group them by type, you can search for individual clients, you can export that data, and if you were working with specific clients, then specific introducers rather, then you can give them an update as to where the cases are up to just by clicking that. That is it. My name is John Hilton. Our office number is 0845 603 0708. If you have any questions, please email me, john@legalbrokers.com. We employ our own programmer, so we're constantly tweaking and amending things. But if there's anything that you'd like to see, please let us know. Failing that, hopefully we can welcome you on board as a client. All the best. Cheers. Bye-bye.